right, Dub Nation. While the entire fan base holds its breath waiting for a resolution to the Jonathan Kuminga situation, the Warriors front office has other needs to address. A top priority is finding a legitimate two-way center, and a new trade idea has surfaced that is both intriguing and risky: the search for the right center. First, let's set the stage. ESPN's Bobby Marks recently suggested a trade: Moses Moody to the New York Knicks for center Mitchell Robinson. However, the article argues this isn't the right fit. Robinson is a defensive force, but he's a major offensive liability. He has never even attempted a three-pointer in his career, and teams can exploit him with hack-a-Mitch strategies, as the Pacers did in the playoffs. Ideally, the Warriors would target players like Brook Lopez or Al Horford, but they are free agents, and Golden State's hands are somewhat tied until they know what's happening with Kuminga's contract. A new target: Portland's Time Lord. This leads us to the trade market and a potential deal with the Portland Trail Blazers for center Robert Williams III. Now, Williams isn't a floor-spacing shooter like Lopez or Horford, but what he does bring is elite athleticism. He's a high-level rim runner, a constant lob threat, and a dynamic force in the paint. Defensively, he's a top-tier rim protector who is also mobile enough to switch onto perimeter threats. The upside versus the massive risk. Here's the thing about Robert Williams. When he's healthy, he's a game changer. In the 2021-22 season with the Boston Celtics, he was so dominant that he was named to the All-Defensive Second Team and finished 7th in the voting for Defensive Player of the Year. But now for the Giant, flashing red light: his health. The phrase "when healthy" is doing a lot of work here. Williams has played in just 61 total games over the last 3 seasons. That is a massive injury risk. The proposed trade: Moody for Williams. So, what's the deal? The idea floated is a straight-up swap. Warriors receive Robert Williams III. Trail Blazers receive Moses Moody. Here's why this works so cleanly from a financial standpoint. Williams is entering the final year of his 4-year, $48 million contract, with a cap hit of $13.29 million this season. Moody's 3-year, $37.5 million contract carries a cap hit of $13.45 million this season. The salaries match almost perfectly, meaning no other players will be needed to make the trade legal under CBA rules. A low-risk, high-reward gamble? This is the ultimate one-year flyer for the Warriors. Williams is on an expiring contract. Best-case scenario, the gamble pays off. Williams stays healthy, returns to his all-defensive form, and gives the Warriors the elite defensive anchor and lob threat they desperately need for a championship run. Worst-case scenario, the injury issues continue and he doesn't work out. The Warriors can simply let his contract expire after the season and move on with no long-term financial headache. The cost is giving up a young, developing wing in Moses Moody. But for a team in a win-now window with Curry, Butler, and Green, is it worth trading a promising young player for a one-year shot at an elite, albeit injury-prone center? What do you think, Dub Nation? Is this a smart gamble? Or is giving up Moses Moody too high a price for such a significant injury risk? Let us know in the comments. The Golden State Warriors are at a crossroads with Jonathan Kuminga's future, and a wild new trade rumor has emerged that could bring a well-known, high IQ, but high-risk player to the Bay Area. The goal? To bolster the roster around Stephen Curry and make a serious run at another championship. The Kuminga conundrum. First, why would the Warriors even consider trading Kuminga? While he showed flashes of brilliance, like his 20.8 points per game performance against Minnesota in the playoffs, the fit has been inconsistent. Eric Pincus of Bleacher Report suggests a sign-and trade is the most logical path forward for both sides. It allows the Warriors to get significant value in return and ensures Kuminga gets the contract he wants from a team that will feature him, rather than playing on a one-year qualifying offer for a team that he feels didn't fully value him. The proposed target: Lonzo Ball. This leads us to a complex 3-team trade proposal floated by Pincus involving the Warriors, the Chicago Bulls, and the Charlotte Hornets. The centerpiece coming back to Golden State in this scenario will be Bulls guard Lonzo Ball. The massive risk of Lonzo Ball. Before we get to the fit, we have to address the enormous risk. Once hailed as a future superstar and the number 2 overall pick in 2017, Lonzo Ball's career has been severely hampered by injuries. He struggled to meet the sky-high expectations in Los Angeles. He was traded to New Orleans as part of the Anthony Davis deal. His biggest obstacle has been his health. Since the 2019 season, Lonzo Ball has played in just 188 total regular season games due to recurring and significant injuries. This is a massive red flag for any team considering taking on his $20 million contract, the potential high reward. So, with that huge risk, why would the Warriors even consider this? Because when he's on the court, Lonzo Ball's skill set is a tailor-made fit for the Warriors system. As Pincus argues, Ball has struggled to stay healthy, but he's a seamless fit next to the Warriors stars. He plays defense, moves the ball, and can catch and shoot. Imagine a lineup where you have a healthy Lonzo Ball playing alongside Stephen Curry, Jimmy Butler, and Draymond Green. He doesn't need the ball in his hands to be effective. He is a high-level passer, a smart team defender, and a capable spot-up shooter. He shot over 35% from 3 in 3 different seasons. He would bring a level of basketball IQ and defensive versatility that the team needs from its backcourt, the ultimate gamble. This trade proposal boils down to a fundamental choice for the Warriors front office. Do you bet on the high-ceiling potential of Jonathan Kuminga, hoping he becomes a star? Or do you trade that potential for the immediate, high IQ fit of Lonzo Ball, accepting the massive injury risk that comes with him? It's a gamble that could reshape the Warriors roster for the upcoming season. It's a move aimed squarely at maximizing the current championship window. What do you think? Is the potential reward of a healthy Lonzo Ball worth the risk of his injury history and trading away Kuminga? Let us know your thoughts in the comments.